No exit, written below the last one. The footsteps returned. Faster. I tried to scream, but no sound came out. Then, a cold touch on my shoulder.
The file opened you, not the other way.
My phone lit up. A message. Delete the file. Far away. A door. A sliver of light. I had to run for it.
Everything went dark. My heart raced. I tried to move, but my body felt like lead. Then, a voice. "You are inside the file now." A dim light returned and I saw I was standing on my street, but nothing was the same. Tap, tap, tap. Slow, deliberate footsteps getting closer. But there was nobody there. Footprints kept appearing, one after another, until they were right in front of me. I could feel it, watching me.
It was a quiet midnight. The city was asleep, but I wasn't. I had this feeling, an urge I couldn't explain, pulling me to my computer. The room was silent, the only light from the screen. Then a new email notification popped up. The subject line made my blood run cold. No sender, no profile, no information. I tried to ignore it, but then it opened by itself. Against every instinct, I clicked. And then
During lockdown in 2022, a knock on our back door changed everything. This is the story of Baal Kiyasa.
Back door? We can't open that! Didn't it sound like that night Dad was on duty?
That's because it is connected. Remember the old man I told you about? The one from the desert? His name was Kiyasa. He wasn't a man. Not anymore. And he's been waiting for his revenge.
Is it a genie?
I don't know what it is, but this place is dangerous.
That night, no one slept well. The camp was filled with fear, and the mountains seemed to whisper. Then they heard it. A sound that was neither human nor animal. A long, sorrowful breath from within the mountain.
We have to leave, now.
They fled into the night, their hearts pounding, not daring to look back at the mountain's dark secret.
maanta waa inaan galnaa buurta oo xaqiiqda ogaano waxaan u nimid hawl olan mana baxayno annagoo waxba ogaan ilaahayow maxaa halkan ka dhacay.
A young man ate a creature, and what happened next was a disaster. This story was sent to me by a viewer, and today I'm going to share it with you. I'm Faisal E.G. If you have a story, send it to one of my accounts. It might just be our next video. Like and subscribe, it really helps. Now let's get into the story.
my name is Callie. This happened to me and my friends, Maximed, Salex, and Kabdurexman, 5 years ago. We were just hanging out when Salex told us we should go down to the beach to relax and talk.
In a silent, sleeping village, the dead of night was broken by a sound that would haunt Samatar forever. Knock, knock. The sound was coming from his door, and it was growing stronger.
Samatar, open the door.
He swore he recognized the voice. It was his friend, Kabdi, who had gone missing. But something made him hesitate. A primal fear that told him not to open it. Then the knocking started again. From beneath his feet, beneath the floor, he found a door he had never seen before, and it was knocking from the inside.
We'd been playing for hours when it happened. The ball rolled into a room I'd never seen before.
I didn't know, but when I was looking for the ball, I heard a voice coming from inside.
Voice? What kind of voice? Like cat or something?
Oh, no. It was like people talking, but I couldn't understand a word.
Against all logic, we decided to take a look. The whispers grew louder as we got closer.
What happens when the lights go out in a place dedicated to saving lives. This hospital has a secret. Security guards reported seeing the ghostly figures of children in a room that's always locked at night. A room that's not for patients. Alarms ring out in empty wards with no one there to trigger them. A warning or a cry for help. Beds shake violently when no one is near. An unseen presence making its terrifying existence.
He came to me and said, "I see you, and I am here for you." I started to read the Quran, and that's when they attacked. One of them yelled, "Stop reading!" But I kept going. Then I hit the floor. When I woke up, I was in my room. My mother said I had been missing for 3 days, but I remembered where I was, a place I'd never been. A dark, rotten house, filled with screams and cries. And then I saw them. Things that weren't human, with glowing eyes and long, twisted bodies.
ugu dambayn xitaa isaga laftiisu ma xasuusan cidda uu ahaa laakiin hal shay ayaa haray haddii aad hadda akhrinayso sheekadan wuu fiicnaaday wuu nastay wuu isbedelay
Yes, he has changed.
They said if I left the main road alone, I might not just get lost. I might lose time itself. I was here to research villages lost to history. But from the moment I arrived, something was wrong. Every clock. In the mosque, the shops, the entire village. They had all stopped. At exactly 3:17. Had to know why. I asked an elder, has the power been out?
They stopped at that time when it happened.
This is a fantasy. It is exhaustion.
waan ogahay inaad maqlayso
gaar ahaan haddii ay ku ekaato qof aad taqaan
haddii aad maqasho garaacis habeenkii ha furin
xitaa haddii ay tahay deris
gaar ahaan haddii ay ku ekaato qof aad taqaan
Sounds like a young boy, but his eyes held big questions. Every time they walked through the desert, he would ask, Father, why do people live in cities while you stay here? Abdullah always gave the same answer. This is our life. Not everyone can understand it, but whoever understands it will love it. The little boy was learning lessons not taught in school. How to read the direction of the wind, how to read the tracks of animals, how to distinguish between danger and normal. But the greatest lesson was patience.
Salax was a young boy, but his eyes held great questions about the world.
Father, why do people live in cities, but you choose to stay here?
This is our life. Not everyone will understand it, but those who do will love it.
He learned lessons not taught in school, how to read the wind and the stories left by animals. But the greatest lesson of all was patience, a virtue.
At sunrise, the wind began to blow. At first, it was not a thing to fear, but within minutes, it would change into something else. The army of dust had arrived. The color of the sky had faded, and visibility was rapidly decreasing.
Father, what is happening?
Abdullahi tried to stand firm, but his heart had already begun to race.
Their bond wasn't built on many words, gifts, or promises. It was forged in trust, patience, and a shared gaze across the endless dunes. To the father, his son was the heir to their name, the one who would truly understand a life that many ran from.
Bob, why do people live in the cities and we stay here?
This is our life. Not everyone will understand it, but those who do will love it.
Here, the son learned lessons no school could teach. How to read the wind and how to follow the stories written in the sand.
Abdullahi wasn't famous, but his story of patience could touch anyone. He and his son Salah lived a simple life with their camels. But one camel was special, a friend with a bond stronger than words. This true story changed their family's life forever, in a single, fateful day.
The Saudi desert isn't just sand and heat. It's a place where untold stories live, known only to those who have survived it. Here, far from cities, lived a man named Abdullahi and his son, Salax. Their lives were defined by the desert's rhythm. Morning brought grazing, the day, unrelenting heat, and night. Night was for stars and prayers. The camels were their everything, but one camel was different, a gift, a companion, a symbol of hope in their simple life. Then, the desert showed its other face. When the wind died down, Their hope was gone.